Ceede Lamb is mad rich from his football career, and it's clear from how he spends his billions, from being a shopping addict
I have new clothes every week.
to giving away money to random people in stores
I want to give you this for Thanksgiving. It's a $100 gift card.
and buying a fleet of cars.
I got a Urus.
Okay.
I got a Camaro ZL1.
Oh, that's sick.
Fire.
That's a fire car.
I got a TRX.
Lamb is out here balling, but this isn't the only stuff he spends his bag on. Let me break it down. The $1 million body. Lamb spends approximately $1.3 million annually on health and body maintenance. Yes, you heard that correctly. $1.3 million every single year, just to keep his body in peak condition. To put this into perspective, this is more than most people will earn in their entire lifetime, and Lamb spends it annually on what most of us would consider basic health care. But when you dive deeper into what this investment actually entails, you begin to understand why the number is so staggering and why it represents perhaps the most sophisticated approach to athletic performance optimization in professional sports today. This expenditure covers training, recovery treatments, nutrition, and a comprehensive support team that reads like something out of a science fiction movie. The breakdown is truly extraordinary. He spends $50,000 every 2 weeks, which when calculated over 26 two-week periods throughout the year, reaches that mind-boggling $1.3 million total. His training regimen is conducted at Alchemy Sports in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, under the guidance of Dr. Charitable, a doctor of physical therapy and certified strength and conditioning specialist who represents the absolute pinnacle of sports science expertise. The routine is absolutely punishing in its intensity and precision. 1.5 hours of indoor training starting at 9 a.m., followed by 1.5 hours outdoors from 12 to 2 p.m., often in peak heat to build endurance. The outdoor training component is particularly remarkable because it's specifically designed to simulate game conditions in the most challenging environments possible. Training in Florida's brutal midday heat isn't just about building physical endurance. It's about creating psychological resilience and physiological adaptations that will serve Lamb when he's playing in similarly challenging conditions during the NFL season. Every aspect of this training is calculated to provide competitive advantages that most players simply cannot access. But the training is just the beginning of this extraordinary investment. Lamb's recovery routine includes ice baths, hot tubs, saunas, steam, rooms, red light therapy, and hyperbaric chambers. Each of these treatments comes with its own premium price tag and represents cutting-edge recovery technology that's typically reserved for elite military units, NASA astronauts, and the world's most successful professional athletes. Red light therapy sessions can cost several $100s each, while hyperbaric chamber sessions typically range from $100 to $500 per session. The hyperbaric oxygen therapy alone represents one of the most advanced recovery modalities available in modern sports medicine. By increasing oxygen levels in the blood through pressurized environments, these sessions accelerate healing, reduce inflammation, and enhance overall cellular function in ways that traditional recovery methods simply cannot match. When you're using these treatments multiple times per week throughout the year, the costs accumulate rapidly into the tens of thousands of dollars annually. The nutrition component alone is staggering in its complexity and cost. His diet is high calorie, supporting muscle mass and training intensity, with lean proteins, complex carbs, and healthy fats. He starts with a breakfast of Greek yogurt, whole wheat toast, oatmeal, and fruits, but this isn't your average meal plan. Everything is customized and premium grade, sourced from organic farms, specialty suppliers, and nutritional companies that cater exclusively to elite athletes. The costs reflect not just the quality of ingredients, but the expertise required to create meal plans that optimize performance, recovery, and long-term health simultaneously. His support team reads like a who's who of elite athletic care, representing the absolute best professionals available in their respective fields. He works with trainers in Florida, costing $100, $300 per session, sees a physical therapist in Houston twice weekly at $100, $200 per session, and maintains hydration specialists in Dallas who monitor everything from electrolyte balance to cellular hydration levels. When you factor in travel and accommodation costs for out-of-state training, private jet transportation for maintaining his schedule, and the premium fees commanded by world-class specialists, the numbers quickly compound into that astronomical annual figure. To contextualize this investment, consider that James Harrison spends $300,000 annually on similar treatments, while Derrick Henry spends $240,000. Lamb's $1.3 million expenditure places him in an entirely different stratosphere of athletic investment, more than 4 times what other elite players consider substantial investments in their physical condition. Fashion and style. Lamb is known for his love of fashion, often wearing luxury brands like Givenchy, AMI, and Amiri, with individual outfits likely costing thousands of dollars. But what makes his fashion journey particularly interesting is how seriously he approaches it as both an art form and a business opportunity. His fashion choices aren't random or impulsive. They're carefully curated decisions that reflect his personality, his status, and his aspirations within the broader cultural landscape. His fashion journey reached new heights when he attended Paris Fashion Week in 2024, where he had fittings with designers like Givenchy, AMI, and Amiri, collaborating with stylist London Wilmot. In a 2025 interview with Complex, he described his Paris Fashion Week experience as fire, expressing intrigue with different clothing, brands, materials, and looks. For him, attending Paris Fashion Week was a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
To go Paris in the off-season?
Lit.
Was it?
Definitely. Once in a lifetime experience. I never thought I would be in Paris for Fashion Week, but
The financial implications of high fashion involvement are staggering, but they also represent strategic investments in personal brand building that could pay dividends for decades. Givenchy jackets start at around $1,000, while Amiri jeans can cost $500 to $1,000. When you're talking about custom pieces, runway items, and exclusive collaborations, these costs can easily multiply several times over. A single custom suit from a high-end designer can cost $10,000 or more, while exclusive pieces created specifically for Fashion Week appearances can reach into the tens of thousands of dollars. He even admits that he's addicted to buying clothes and is out shopping for new fits every week.
I love clothes. Like, I have a true admirer for clothes. I have new clothes every week.
But Lamb's fashion spending goes far beyond individual pieces. The total cost of maintaining a high fashion lifestyle includes stylists, wardrobe consultants, storage and care for expensive garments, travel expenses for fashion events, and the opportunity costs of time spent on fashion-related activities. When you factor in all these elements, the annual investment in fashion can easily reach hundreds of thousands of dollars. Lamb's fashion evolution accelerated significantly when he made his modeling debut at the GQ Bowl in New Orleans in February 2025. Walking the runway for Bode, a brand known for vintage-inspired sportswear. Charitable giving. Perhaps the most inspiring aspect of Ceede Lamb's spending philosophy is his commitment to charitable giving, where his financial power transforms into genuine social impact that extends far beyond personal luxury and creates lasting change in communities that need it most. Lamb has donated at least $55,000 to documented charitable causes, with specific contributions that demonstrate his commitment to community welfare and his understanding of how targeted financial assistance can transform individual lives. But what makes his charitable giving particularly meaningful is the personal connection he maintains to the causes he supports and the thoughtful way he selects recipients for his generosity. His most significant documented donation was $50,000 to a family via the Boys and Girls Club for home repairs in 2023, showcasing his support for community welfare and his personal connection to the organization where he was once a member. This donation is particularly meaningful because it represents Lamb giving back to an organization that played a crucial role in his own development, creating a beautiful circle of support that extends from his childhood through his professional success and back to helping other children. The story behind this donation reveals the personal approach Lamb takes to charitable giving. The recipient family's daughter had submitted their house to the Boys and Girls Club for renovation, and Lamb, as a former member of the organization, was able to reach out and help directly. He surprised the family via a virtual call, providing not just the $50,000, but also a framed note, a signed jersey, and an invitation to watch the Cowboys play at a TAN-DT Center.
Thank you to you and LG Company for your generous donation.
Thank you, LG.
This comprehensive approach to giving, providing financial support, personal mementos, and ongoing connection, demonstrates how Lamb views charity as relationship building rather than just financial transaction. Additionally, he contributed $5,000 to the Make-A-Wish Foundation during a 2022 Giving Tuesday event supporting children with critical illnesses. While $5,000 might seem modest compared to his massive earnings, it represents genuine commitment to causes beyond his immediate circle and demonstrates his willingness to participate in organized charitable efforts rather than limiting his giving to personal initiatives. The Make-A-Wish donation took place at the Great Wolf Lodge Slide-a-thon, where Lamb's contribution was amplified by the venue's commitment to donate $10 for every ride down the Coyote Canyon. This approach to charitable giving, participating in events where his contribution leverages additional donations from corporate partners, shows strategic thinking about how to maximize the impact of his charitable dollars. Lamb's charitable involvement extends beyond direct financial contributions to include strategic partnerships that amplify his impact. He supported the Elephant in the Room Inc., a mental health-focused charity, through the Sneaker Politics Battle in the Bayou Collection event, where 100% of sales proceeds went to charities chosen by him and New Orleans Saints Alvin Kamara. Through his inaugural All-Star Bowling charity event, sponsored by Albertsons Tom Thumb at Main Event in Frisco in 2022, Lamb raised funds for a locally based physical medicine and rehabilitation charity. The event aimed to support people facing medical challenges and expenses, though specific amounts raised weren't detailed in coverage. What's significant about this initiative is that Lamb took the time and effort to organize his own charitable event, investing his personal time and resources in creating a fundraising opportunity rather than simply donating to existing charities. Lamb also participates in awareness campaigns that, while not involving direct financial contributions, represent valuable investments of his time and influence. He's been involved in the NFL's #MyCauseMyCleats campaign, supporting underprivileged kids, single moms, and miscarriage stillborn awareness. These campaigns provide platforms for athletes to highlight important causes and can be more valuable than financial donations in terms of raising awareness and encouraging others to get involved. His community engagement extends to personal interactions that demonstrate ongoing commitment to his local community. He surprised Texas families with Thanksgiving groceries for the third consecutive year, continuing a tradition that demonstrates ongoing commitment to his community and the importance of maintaining direct personal connections with the people he serves. In one documented instance from 2021, he distributed at least $800 and $100 gift cards at a Tom Thumb store, personally walking through the store and surprising shoppers with assistance for their grocery purchases.
I want to give you this for Thanksgiving. It's a $100 gift card on behalf of me and Tom Thumb.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Oh, thank you.
Of course.
These personal acts of giving reveal something crucial about Lamb's approach to charity. He doesn't just write checks from a distance, but maintains personal involvement in the distribution of his generosity. Walking through a grocery store and personally handing gift cards to surprise families requires time, humility, and genuine care for individual people rather than abstract causes. What makes all of this charitable giving even more remarkable is how it reflects Lamb's understanding that wealth carries responsibility. In interviews, he has spoken about viewing his charitable work as planting seeds for long-term community impact.
Why is this so important for you this young into your career?
I look at it personally, I look at it as a seed. Just kind of, you plant that seed early on in your career and kind of you keep watering the plant.
This perspective suggests someone who sees charity not as optional generosity, but as an essential component of success that creates positive cycles benefiting entire communities over time. Luxury vehicle collection.
What, you got any cars at home?
Yeah, I got a year.
God, I hate rich people. You got a Urus? What else you got, bro?
I got a Urus.
Okay.
I got a Camaro ZL1.
Oh, that's sick.
Fire.
That's a fire car.
I got a TRX.
Lamb has an impressive collection of customized luxury vehicles, where his love for speed, style, and personalization converges into automotive artistry worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. The crown jewel of Lamb's collection is his custom 2021 Lamborghini Urus, valued at around $225,000, though the actual cost is likely significantly higher due to extensive customizations that transform this already impressive super SUV into a truly unique automotive masterpiece. This isn't just any Lamborghini, it's a one-of-a-kind creation that represents the pinnacle of personalized luxury and performance. The Urus features an eye-catching orange Hermes pearl exterior, complemented by a Cusatura Hermes interior with carbon fiber accents that creates a visual impact unlike anything else on the road. The color choice alone speaks to Lamb's confidence and willingness to stand out, while the Hermes-inspired design elements elevate the vehicle from mere luxury transportation to rolling art piece that reflects the intersection of automotive excellence and high fashion. But the customization goes far beyond aesthetics to include performance modifications that would make even supercar enthusiasts envious. The 4.0-liter V8 twin-turbo engine has been upgraded by Roadshow International to produce 901 horsepower and 750 lb-ft of torque, a massive increase from the standard 641 horsepower that was already considered extraordinary. This upgrade allows for 0 to 62 miles per hour acceleration in 2.8 seconds and a top speed of 210 miles per hour, performance figures that rival dedicated supercars while maintaining the utility and practicality of an SUV. The vehicle also sports gloss black Hermes accent wheels from Forgiato, with 15 mm lowering links for a sportier stance plus a custom wide grip steering wheel with Hermes leather and JL Audio subwoofers that create an audio experience worthy of the vehicle's visual and performance impact. Every detail reflects Lamb's personal taste and his willingness to invest in automotive perfection, creating a vehicle that's as much about sensory experience as it is about transportation. The Forgiato wheels alone represent a significant investment, as custom wheels from this premium manufacturer typically cost $10,000 to $20,000 for a complete set, depending on size, design, complexity, and finish options. The JL Audio sound system installation, when done to the standards expected in a vehicle of this caliber, can easily cost $15,000 to $30,000 or more, depending on the number of speakers, amplifier configurations, and acoustic tuning required. Complementing the Lamborghini is Lam's customized black Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk, also customized by Roadshow International, which represents the pinnacle of American performance SUV engineering, enhanced by the same attention to detail and performance optimization that characterizes all of Lam's automotive choices. The standard Trackhawk comes with a supercharged 6.2-liter V8 engine producing 707 horsepower, but some reports suggest Lam's version may be tuned to 1,200 horsepower, creating a vehicle that can compete with dedicated supercars and straight-line acceleration while maintaining the ruggedness and utility that made Jeep famous. The base price for a Trackhawk starts around $90,000, but with the kind of comprehensive customizations that Lam prefers, the final cost likely approaches or exceeds $200,000. This investment creates a vehicle that combines American muscle car heritage with modern SUV practicality and supercar-level performance, representing a unique position in the automotive landscape. The collection also includes a customized Chevrolet Camaro ZL1, another project by Roadshow International that showcases Lam's appreciation for classic American muscle car culture, enhanced by modern performance technology. The standard Camaro ZL1 features a supercharged 6.2-liter V8 engine producing 650 horsepower and starts at about $72,100, providing a foundation for customization that represents one of the most capable performance platforms available from American manufacturers. While specific customization details for the Camaro aren't publicly available, given Roadshow International's involvement and Lam's preferences demonstrated in his other vehicles, it's reasonable to assume that this car has received similar attention to performance enhancement, visual customization, and interior upgrades. The Camaro ZL1's naturally aggressive styling provides an excellent canvas for custom bodywork, unique paint schemes, and performance modifications that could easily double the vehicle's original purchase price. Some sources suggest additional vehicles in his collection, including a 2020 Mercedes-AMG GLE 53-4matic and a Mercedes-Benz G-Class, though these are less confirmed by multiple sources. The G-Class is estimated at around $130,000, while the GLE 53 would add significant value to the overall collection. If these vehicles are indeed part of Lam's collection, they would represent the European luxury segment of his automotive interests, balancing the American muscle and Italian exotica represented by his other choices. The total value of this collection likely exceeds $600,000 to $800,000, depending on the extent of customizations and whether the additional Mercedes vehicles are confirmed parts of the collection. Recent drama involving his collection made headlines when his custom Lamborghini Urus was vandalized, prompting Lam to take to social media demanding accountability and urging fans to help identify the perpetrator. Real estate empire. Now here's where Ceede Lam's story takes an unexpected turn that might surprise you and completely challenges conventional wisdom about how young, wealthy athletes approach real estate investment. Despite his massive earnings and his willingness to spend over $1 million annually on his body, his approach to real estate reveals a fascinating blend of humility and strategic investment that sets him apart from many of his contemporaries. Lam's primary residence is valued at approximately $500,000, which is remarkably modest for someone of his financial stature. Located in the Dallas area, likely near Frisco, Texas, this 2,400 square foot property features 4 bedrooms and represents a fascinating study in restraint and practical luxury that speaks volumes about his character and long-term financial planning philosophy. This choice is particularly striking when you consider that many athletes with far smaller contracts often purchase homes worth multiple millions of dollars. Lam's decision to live in a relatively modest home while spending millions on performance optimization and charitable causes reveals a maturity and perspective that's extremely rare among young professional athletes. The interior details of this residence reveal Lam's sophisticated taste without excessive ostentation, creating a perfect balance between comfort, functionality, and understated luxury. The living room features soaring ceilings and hand-scraped red oak floors, with a built-in entertainment cabinet and wood-burning fireplace that creates an atmosphere of warmth and elegance without being overwhelming or pretentious. The kitchen boasts 20 by 20 Italian tile flooring, while the luxurious master suite includes his and hers sinks with granite granite countertops, dual shower heads, and a walk-in tub with marble backsplash. What's particularly interesting is the technological integration throughout the home, which reflects Lamb's forward-thinking approach to modern living and his partnerships with major brands. The property features LG appliances, including a microwave, dishwasher, and Kraft Ice refrigerator, with 55-inch and 77-inch LG TVs in the living and media rooms, respectively. There's even a pet iguana named LG in the media room, showcasing Lamb's playful personality and his strategic brand partnerships that extend into his personal living space. The media room deserves special attention because it represents Lamb's understanding of how modern athletes can leverage their homes for content creation and brand building. Designed for gaming and movie nights, with unique art pieces, comfortable seating for numerous guests, and state-of-the-art entertainment technology, this space serves multiple purposes: personal relaxation, social entertaining, and professional content creation for his growing social media presence. But Lamb's real estate story doesn't end with personal luxury, and this is where his spending becomes truly fascinating from both financial and social perspectives. In May 2025, reports suggest he purchased a home near AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, possibly to demonstrate his allegiance to the Cowboys organization and to provide convenient access to team facilities. Perhaps most touching is his family commitment, which reveals the values that drive many of his financial decisions. He reportedly bought a house for his mother, reflecting the deep family values that have guided him throughout his career. However, the most remarkable aspect of Lamb's real estate spending involves his charitable investments, which represent some of the most significant philanthropic real estate commitments by any professional athlete in recent memory. Reports indicate he invested $4.3 million to transform houses into shelters for homeless youth, with some sources suggesting he donated $12.9 million to fund 150 housing units for homeless shelters. Jewelry collection. The story of Ceede Lamb's jewelry spending is perhaps the most emotionally complex aspect of his financial portfolio, where priceless sentimental value intersects with luxury expenditures worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. At the heart of Lamb's jewelry collection lies a piece that money truly cannot buy: a silver necklace with a number 32 pendant given by his mother in memory of his late uncle, Chester Ramirez Jr. This piece, worn since Christmas 2016, represents the emotional foundation upon which his entire collection is built. The significance of this necklace extends far beyond its monetary value. It represents family, memory, and the personal motivation that drives Lamb's success. The story behind this necklace is deeply moving and reveals the personal values that influence all of Lamb's spending decisions. His uncle Chester Ramirez Jr., who died in 2016 at the age of 42, was a father figure to Lamb during crucial years of his development. The number 32 pendant honors his uncle's memory and serves as a constant reminder of the family support and sacrifice that made Lamb's success possible. This piece is never removed. It's worn during games, tucked beneath his pads, serving as both protection and inspiration. But alongside this priceless sentimental piece, Lamb has assembled a collection of luxury jewelry that reflects his success and status in ways that complement rather than overshadow the emotional significance of his uncle's memorial. For the 2020 NFL Draft, he commissioned a custom diamond hash 32 pendant from Houston jeweler Leo Frost, a tribute to his uncle that likely cost thousands of dollars and represents the perfect fusion of sentiment and luxury. Given Leo Frost's reputation for creating pieces worth up to $82,000 and his status as a jeweler who outfits some of the top athletes on the planet, Lamb's custom pendant could easily fall within the $5,000 to $50,000 range, depending on the size, quality, and complexity of the diamond work. Lamb is frequently seen wearing diamond studs, tennis necklaces, diamond ball chains, and an iced-out watch, particularly noted during his appearances at fashion events like Paris Fashion Week 2024. The financial implications of these pieces are substantial and reflect the kind of jewelry investment that separates elite athletes from merely successful ones. Diamond tennis necklaces and ball chains can easily cost between $5,000 and $50,000 or more, depending on the quality, size, and cut of the diamonds used. The layering technique that Lamb employs, wearing multiple necklaces of different lengths and styles simultaneously, is both a fashion statement and a significant financial investment. Each layer represents thousands of dollars in diamonds and precious metals, and the overall effect creates a look that's immediately recognizable and undeniably luxurious. This approach to jewelry wearing has become something of a signature for Lamb, setting him apart from other players who might wear a single statement piece. Perhaps most impressive is his iced-out black and white paved diamond watch, which represents the pinnacle of luxury timepiece investment. Paved diamond watches can range from $135 to $280,297, with an average of $9,975, though luxury brands like Cartier or Rolex with heavy diamond encrustment can push prices into the hundreds of thousands. Given Lamb's status and his preference for high-quality pieces, his watch likely falls toward the higher end of this range. In his 2025 interview with Complex, Lamb expressed his passion for jewelry with remarkable enthusiasm, stating, "I love jewelry. I don't have a favorite, but I do love jewelry. I love different pieces. I love different watches. I love different necklaces." This statement reveals someone who views jewelry not just as decoration, but as an art form worthy of serious appreciation and investment. If you enjoyed watching this video, click on one of the boxes playing on your screen to watch more similar content.